Hi everyone, Tim here. Today I want to talk a little bit about coming around on things a second time. And what I mean by this is sometimes through our training we have some sort of an injury or we have a time off, or some people have to go to university or military orders or something that will take them away from their training with their instructors or their regular routine. And when we come back to it the second time round, we have to rework some material. Some people can find this frustrating, and I understand that because a lot of us tend to be goal oriented. But if we really think about what the do means and what we do, our karate do, our kobudo, our aikido, whatever it is that you do with your do or taekwondo, the do means path. The do means movement. The do means progressing towards a goal. It's good that there's a challenge in the do. So the first time you learn a technique, you don't do it well, and then you get a little better at it and a little better at it, and you take some joy in the progress. That's part of the do. Once you've learned that, if you have an injury and you're trying to work your way back to it, it seems like for some people the joy of becoming good at it again has been lost. And I would ask you to try to find your way back to that joy, right? I have some stiffness in my right hip because of some injuries that I had while doing some military training. We have a hanzadachi. In fact, it's this symbol here. We go down pretty low on one leg and then block with the bow. And it has been a bear for me to try to do it. And I still don't do it as well as I did the first time around when I used that kata and that routine to test for shodan. But I'm working at it, and every time I get a little bit better at it, I try to remind myself to take joy in getting better at it from where I was yesterday, instead of comparing to what I was in the 1990s or even the 2000s or even in the 2010s. It's what I have to do in order to maintain that joy. So if you're training and for whatever reason you hurt your back and you can't take a front roll in some technique, or you can't do a back fall, when you do get around to doing it again, try not to compare yourself to where you were before the injury. Try to compare yourself to where you were the day before. Take the joy in getting better. If you do that, then I bet you'll keep coming back. On the other hand, if you continually compare yourself to what you used to be, you will not be happy with the results, and that not being happy can sort of permeate in everything else that you do. So go easy on yourself. Try to take the joy in how you're doing better by better each time that you try it, and enjoy your training. Remember, if it was easy, it wouldn't be a challenge. If there wasn't a challenge, then it wouldn't be worth doing. So even if the challenge is only augmented by the fact that we had an injury or some lapse in training, it's still good to have a challenge and take the value from the challenge and grow through it. This is Tim. This is my channel. If you like what we're doing, please check out what we have in the karate and the kobudo sections. We've also got a crossover section where we look at commonalities in movement between karate and aikido and use those as touch points to try to introduce the concepts from one art to the other. So I hope you like it. I hope you'll stick around, and we'll keep putting out content as long as we have interesting things to say. Thanks.